And we're back with another rich life experience. And I was like, I had to come outside and record because today was a day about being in the moment. Today was a day about just existing and doing what felt and feels good to and for me. And so I am mini vlogging. I am choosing myself. And sometimes choosing yourself just looks like not giving up. When I got to the gym today, there's a hotel near the gym, and there's a they were having like this career fair or something, and so many people, there were no parks. So part of me, like my old programming, is like, okay, I'm about to just go home, or I'm gonna go to this other gym that I really don't want to go to because I want to be at this gym. And you know what? I saw people parked up on curbs, and so I stopped by the stop sign, and I pulled. I'm like, God, this is why you blessed me with a truck. This is why you blessed me with a truck. And I drove up there. And I parked my car, and I went into that gym. I went because I'm showing up for myself. So what I'm trying to say is there is no obstacle, there is no problem, there is no challenge that you cannot surmount. You got to get creative with your solutions. That is exactly what I'm hearing in this now moment. It is time for you, as it was 1, 2, 3. It is time for you to get creative with your solutions. It is time for you to be creative and strategic and determined to align with your life decisions. Determined to align with your life decisions. Determined to align with your life decisions. Okay, I was trying something new because I was like vlogging all at the same time, because I got this thing of, my spirit just dropped into me just sharing. Like, I just want to share. I'm not here to influence. I'm not content creating, even though that's what it appears to be. So I'm just existing and sharing my existence with y'all. Like, I'm just sharing my existence with y'all. But you got to be so determined. And I happened to go to the gym, and I just happened to run into one of my best friends at the gym, and I was like, yo, we're the friends where our lives are so busy, like we're adulting, where we have to get on each other's calendar, and sometimes that doesn't even work because life is happening, right? And so anytime we do get together, it is like divinely aligned, like it just happens. And so being able to spend time with each other while it was 2, 3, 4, right, while working on ourselves, while moving energy in motion in the gym, right? When people say go to the gym, it's not just about the weight loss benefits or your body changing benefits. It's about your holistic experience, even when it comes to your emotional well-being. When you go in the gym with an avoidance mindset, of course, right, you're not moving the energy intentionally. But if you go in there giving it everything that you have and doing your best, doesn't matter if you're on the treadmill, doesn't matter if you do 10 bicep curls, it just doesn't matter. You are moving the energy within your body, you are moving the emotions within your body, and you are giving yourself an opportunity to free yourself from whatever energy has been in motion within you. And so while I was there, talking to her, she was like, how am I doing? And I'm just like, I'm here. I'm choosing myself. I'm doing choosing myself. That's how I'm doing. And sometimes we think like choosing ourselves is going to be this easy breezy, beautiful, right, life experience. And it's not. It's sheer chaos. And so she said to me, she was like, friend, all that shit happened at once. I know this is my life. I told her, I'm like, right after my TED Talk, my life fell apart. All the magical, happily ever after experiences that I thought my life was moving into, literally crumbled. All the while, I'm still being blessed. So imagine getting massive blessings and massive, like, deaths and not like physical people dying, but like massive losses. Okay, massive blessings, but at the same time massive losses, and it's shattering that identity while you're embodying this identity. So you're looking at me here, but this side is grieving and this side is rejoicing, but both are still moving forward. And so that determination, I'm like, I'm here, and part of me choosing myself looks like this, part of me choosing myself looks like that. And I'm trying to tell y'all, choosing yourself is the most powerful. Thank you Spirit for the win. It is the most powerful non-negotiable that you can have in your life. It is the most powerful, non-negotiable that you can have in your life, that you should surrender to. And sometimes in that surrender, I was like, choosing myself in some of these moments look like I'm gonna just let happen whatever happens, and it's cool and it's all okay. And then I was sharing with her, sometimes we try to rush this grieving process of the deaths and rebirths in our lives. We try to rush the emotional connection that was once there with the things that we quote unquote lost in our lives. And so, yeah, you got to learn the lesson, right? And people say, oh, there's a lesson in everything. Yes, there is. But there's also, the lesson is in the feelings too. The lesson is in the processing. The lesson is also in how are you going to choose to navigate? How are you going to choose to show up for yourself all at the same time? And there's no right or wrong to any of this, right? You just are. You get to be who you are. And so I remember, I'm like, when I went through a breakup years ago, I'm like, I don't even remember when I got over it, right? And that's the Ouroboros, right? Nobody knows when the death and rebirth take place. It just happens. And so I'm like, I don't know when I got over it. I don't know when I was okay. I just was okay one day. But I do remember every day I was doing something that was choosing myself. And so even in this now moment, I'm more okay today than I was in the past 3 weeks. I'm more okay today than I was yesterday. Shit, I'm more okay today, like in this now moment, than I was this morning. But in each of those moments, I chose myself. So that looked like there was one morning I got up and I'm like moving. I'm like, okay, yeah, I got to do this. And then I just suddenly just felt this wash of, I need to lay down. I just want to get in my bed and I just want to cry. And so I got the fuck in my bed and I fucking cried. And then I was like, okay, all right, okay. And then I got up and I wiped my face. I moisturized my face. And I'm like, it's okay. It's all okay. It's all working out for you. Everything happens as it should. Nothing is happening by happenstance. It is already written, right? So these are the conversations that you had to have with yourself, right? The most important conversations that you are to have in this life, in this reality, is within yourself. And it is for yourself, right? For you, by you, and on to, for your benefit. But if you're not talking kind to yourself, and if you're not having conversation with yourself that's moving you forward, how can you expect to have forward moving conversations with anybody else in your life and your reality? When you are choosing to be self-mastered and sovereign, the advice and the wisdom that you need is coming from within. And sometimes that wisdom and guidance that you're getting from within is saying, hey, go, ask this specific person this, and see how that resonates with you. Because sometimes we do just need that external, yeah, I see how you handled that. You handled that, whatever. Y'all. So even me just saying, okay, I'm gonna record, my day in the life and break them up in different videos and just sharing. Like, I'm literally just sharing. Like, so feeling like, oh, I'm just sharing. So if you are watching this video, I'm going to create a playlist of shorts of just sharing, like day in the life vlogs of Amber Rich book, or, whatever. I don't know. That's what I'm feeling led to. It might last, it might not last. I don't know. I'm just existing. And so even in my existence, it's like, you kind of dope. You kind of dope. This new identity, I told my sister friend, I'm like, yo, me 6 months from now, if you're watching this, yo, us 6 months from now, us 6 months from now, give yourself 6 months. Us 6 months from now, us right now. Yes, okay. Spirit says 6 months. Let's talk about it right now. The wind is blowing. I'm like, right now, 30 days from now, 60 days from now, 90 days from now, because the goal is to keep moving. Anything that falls off your train is meant to fall off your train. Anything that removed itself from your life and your reality was meant to be removed. Anything that ended was meant to end. Everything is temporary, including the life that we're presently living, right? We just don't know when our temporary ends. And so it looks like, okay, thank you for the experience. Thank you for teaching me this. And I remember specifically, and I'm going to talk about my relationship that just ended. I remember at one point, I'm going to say halfway through, and there was a conflict, and I was like, I don't give a fuck if this is a test from spirit. If I'm gonna choose myself or not, I'm gonna pass that shit. I remember saying that. So then when this moment came, I was like, damn, bro, you already knew what the lesson was. You already knew what the lesson was. Like, spirit gonna give you everything that you said you wanted, right? And the moment that is no longer in alignment with you, are you gonna keep rocking with it? Are you gonna keep kicking with it? I was like, and it don't mean that, you know, that person, he is amazing. He is phenomenal. I speak nothing but beautiful things about him and wish him an abundance of blessings and love and light and universal guidance on his specific journey. Like, our paths were meant to cross for a reason, and I give thanks for that. And I went through a hard grieving process, still grieving, right? Because it was the identity that I leaned into while I was having this specific experience. But now we're leaning into new identities. And that's all it is, yo. You are changing identities. You are becoming a new person. You are becoming the person that aligns with the fullness of what you so desire. So yeah, go take each moment for what it is. There is nothing wrong with you. You are right where you need to be. Your life fell apart so it could come together. And I have an older video from like 2018 that's on here somewhere where I said, when my life fell apart, it all came together. And that's when I went through a freaking divorce. As soon as my frontal lobe like developed, I was 25. That shit's real. I was like, oh, I can't do this no more. This ain't for me. Like that, it literally. And there was a video that I was watching this morning that talked about, you know, when you're in these stressful situations and you come out and the girl was like, she didn't even realize she had 4 kids. That was me, because you dissociate from your reality so much that you're just on autopilot. So then by the time, you know, my frontal lobe clicked and I transitioned out of that marriage and I was single momming it now, I'm like, damn, I got 3 kids. Like, even on Mother's Day, people, my peers, my colleagues, my associates, my sister friends, they be like, yo, you got kids? My friends from high school, like, yo, you got kids? I be shocked every Mother's Day. Shit, every day with my kids be like, mama, I love you, mama. Yo, I rock with my daughters, and I love these little goddesses. But the shit be funny. I be like, where's your mother at? Go get your mother. Or, you know, we joke, I be like, your mama. The shit be funny. But you dissociate from your life. And so now it's about being intentional and being aligned within your life, showing up in your life, living your life. All right, y'all. I love you, love you, love you. Check out the Rich Life Digital Library, arichbook.com, where I have an abundance of resources for your identity shift, for your ascension process, for your abundance experience in this life. If you want to work one-on-one with me, hit me up. Like, come on. It's on the website. Shoot me an email and let's grow together. Let's ascend together, because this is me living in and on purpose, and I'm here for you. I love you, love you, love you, and I'll catch you on the next experience.